not a lot of room, is there? It doesn't help the fact that you're lanky.
It's my long legs, really.
Hello, my name is Paul from South Church Jewellers, Southend-on-Sea. I'm going to do a demo on this emerald and diamond ring on a reclaw, basically adding a new claw as opposed to tipping. What I generally do is I mill up the material, the gold, the 18 white. In this instance, I've tin snipped to strip. So I'm basically adding this claw without destroying the emerald. So the emeralds are in place, I don't need to take it out, and that's my demo. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a close-up of how I prepared this. So if I turn the top side like that, you can see there's no claw. But what I'm doing is I'm adding a section or a claw into the side, as you can see. I've filed it a little recess, 2-3 mil down, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to laser this sideways and via the end into position, and then file the claw to shape and then push it onto the emerald. So again, I start on safe low powers. One thing I do is I'll just hit the piece that I'm working into the ring. Frequency is going to be 1, spot is 0.2, the moment times 2.3, and just hit the piece that I'm adding. So see if we get action on it. Yeah, we've got a little bit of action. So we now know that we need to increase that just by a small amount and work it up until we get it to fuse. So if I go up to 1.2, now I'm nowhere near the stones, okay, and if anything I fire away from the stones. I'm firing at the base of the claw that I'm adding in. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to fix it. So once I fix it, I have a quick nose, turn it around, make sure it fits securely. I cut off the excess, like so. So we end up with that. I can literally fuse this without infilling any more material. But if you want to infill, there is no issue doing that. I'm going to show you the guards that you can use. So what I tend to use is white tack, which is actually blue tack but white, and I'll just squeeze that over the stones. And then what I would do, I would just pull some of the blue tack, pull it down around the stone to protect it. As you can see, you can't even see the stone, but I've still got access to lasering up the sides. Now with the white tack, it's not a guaranteed guard. If you were to hit it in the same place more than once, maybe 2 or 3 times, it could penetrate it and damage the stone, so just bear that in mind. So another little trick is to either use an edge of a blade, or in this instance I'm using a file, and you can use that as a guard over the stone as well as an additional protection. Now I want that to really penetrate that, so it's as strong as possible. So I'm just going to increase the power fraction by up to 1.4, and what I tend to do is I tend to start lower and then feed it up, feed the shot up. I don't try and guess where it is, I feed the shot up. And you can go all the way to the top, right under the stone without affecting the stone. Fuse this side as well. I'm going to increase the power by another 1 to 1.5. Offer that guard up where the stone is. And then just gently tidy it up like so. Turn it over, tidy it up. So the more you tidy it up with the laser, the less finishing work. And there we are. I'll take that off, and now I'm going to basically tidy that claw up, push it over, shape it, and make it so it was never off in the first place. Okay, so the next thing I do is I offer a file up to the claw, and I just work that file back to the original metal. And even if there was a blemish or something that's not quite right, rather than continually filing, you can just go to the laser and you can add more material, or you can just smooth it off with the laser. Again, that's the beauty of the laser. It's a bit Star Trek-y really, and regenerating material. So as you can see, I've blended that in. Can you see how that is now one? Okay. I then break the back of the claw just by adding a little line in there with a saw blade, and then with control, and then just push it over the emerald, and then I ball off. I can use the cups to do this, on the little tooling cups if I want to, but I'm just showing you with a file sort of how we can blend this in. We're in the polishing room, and I'm now going to polish this claw. if you look close, there's hardly any contamination. This is the beauty of a laser. Not only was I able to put that claw onto this ring with the emeralds in place, I've surgically done that. Okay, now if I did it the flame way, the way that I had to do that, I would have to take the emeralds out, and that would be all of them. Okay, and then put them back, which would have taken a couple of hours. This is taking me no more than 10-15 minutes to the finish. Okay, but the beauty again is when I go to finish, there's less work.